People, how's it going? Hope you're having an epic day. Just hopping on Instagram live quick to, I don't know, just chat some business. Hope you're doing good. Remember to exercise and to breathe. My breathing's a bit like, I swear, like, my ears are like blocked up a bit, yeah? I swear coffee makes me do that. Like, if I have caffeine, my ears end up like, what I mean is like, if I take a really like deep inhale, like I can like suck like this, like my ear is like popped. Like if I yawn or if I swallow, it like pops, and then I can like suck it like back in and like unpop it. I don't know, it's weird. It's definitely matrix stuff. I probably need to detox mucus. Maybe it's the chemtrails. But yeah, just saying, my breathing is like connected to my ears while this is going, but it's been going on for like literally like 2 fucking months. Like it started on like the coldest day of the year in England in 2025, which was like only 2 weeks ago. I got ill around about the time of the fog, and it's remained there. Some people speculate like if I was paid a Monsanto, I'd definitely be blaming this on smart dust, advanced technology, directing nanotech into your orifices. He reckons that they like put the Internet of Things nanotech like in your eyes, in your nose, in your ears, any hole. But yeah, anyway, what you saying? I've just got this crystal egg right now. I haven't smoked no ganja for a while, even though I want to. But yeah, the transformation of consciousness, like from taking breaks of weed, is so crazy. Like I know that weed's a medicine. It definitely can be for the right people at the right time, but taking breaks is absolutely crucial. Like you shouldn't be like fully addicted to it. You need to have spaces of detox where like, yeah, that's no doubt. I made a video like 2 years ago. You can find it on my Rumble if you search OXSN. It's called Quitting Weed Can Be Mega Valuable, I think. And yeah, it's just regardless of the benefits of weed, I know there's definitely a benefit for basically anyone to take an intentional like blocks of time to detox. And just know that when you was a kid, you never needed it, you never wanted it. When you were younger, you got on decently, and just try and like understand that you don't need it. I see this like, I can't remember who he's called, like Silverback somebody on Instagram, and he's like, every day is too much. You don't need it every day. The body don't need that. It don't need nothing. It needs water and blood and warmth and run. Like it likes to run and play. You need water. You don't need drugs. Water, blood, exercise. Like I don't know. Like it's just like back to the basics. It's like you need food, nutrients, play, water. You don't need this shit every day. It's too much. Back to the basics. But yeah, it's really good to reconnect with that fundamental, like the base of you don't need coffee, you don't need weed, you don't need shrooms, you don't need like all of this complex food. You literally just need like, yeah, and a lot of it is exercise. Like a lot of these people who are like a victim to Babylon, like me, like all the toxic food and stuff in this mandated poverty, it's like a lot of health is exercise. So even if you can't afford healthy food, it doesn't mean you can't afford to breathe. Like so many people neglect breath work, and I do it even now. Like I haven't really done a proper breathwork session for a long time. Since Spain at Miss the Natures, I done a lot of breathwork while I was there. But I had a bit of a fucking don't know, I just kind of like was in a sunken place for a few months after Miss the Natures, which I'm just getting out of, springing into action as spring comes about. Today's been epic weather, I know that, and that's definitely helped me with what I've been going through, where I've been struggling with mental health quite a bit recently, just because of like poverty, Babylon, the Matrix, fake food, the state of the world and that. But I think what I realise is a lot of my own like depression and like down badness is actually created by me in a way, with like a lack of foresight. Where it's like, if you're struggling, if you're depressed, if you feel like a victim, like, chances are in a way that like you're actually creating your own problems with a lack of foresight. Where, yeah, I was down bad for years, and I'm realizing now more and more with time that if I just woke the fuck up and opened my eyes, I could stop perpetuating the problems that were keeping me down bad. Sorry if I'm a bit sporadic and I haven't really stayed on topic. I just kind of jumped off of loads of fucking random things. I kind of lost the structure for a sec. But yeah, today the sun has been peng, which is rare, because yesterday they were proper on a geoengineering full blast. Spraying shit in the skies, HAARP, HAARP, fucking next level weather modification yesterday. And I don't know if that's what this is, because earlier today I was out, yeah, the sun was out, so I went to nature. I'm so grateful and lucky to have a bit of nature near me. Because I've lived in places where there's absolutely no nature. I'm just in like a grid of concrete, and it's fucking like so depleted, man. Like, that's what is like a lot of that's wrong with Babylon and the Matrix, is like you're depleting the energies of the fucking of Gaia, of the ether. Like when you're putting all this like concrete and all these wires everywhere and all these frequencies, and like when you keep like digging up the fucking dirt and like selling it and then laying it down with like your rolls of grass, like your roll of grass that you buy from the shop is not the same as the grass that's come naturally. Where it's like, even when it comes to grounding and connecting your fucking feet to the earth that is around here has been put here by man. Like, underneath the earth there's concrete. Like, it's not even real. Like, we've like literally like terraformed the whole place so that we've like depleted the like magnetic energy of the earth. And then we wonder why everyone's getting sick. It's because like we've literally like fucking just like trampled on all of the land. We've just cut down, everything looks the same. It's all stripped down into boxes and sections, and he owns this segment, she owns this segment. Or really, the government owns it all, kind of, but they don't. They like to say they do on a bit of paper, but we don't have to listen to them, because sovereign awakening is realising that you have the authority because you're an individual. You don't need to listen to no one. It's literally just a direct opposition, like, I don't know, but stay in line with natural law, I guess. Anyway, this is just some chat shit. But earlier today I was out in nature. I was doing some breathing in the sun. Yeah, it's like the first time. This is the first day of the year that the sun's actually been out like proper around here. It was a clear blue sky for most of it. It's gone now, but I don't know what's rolled over here. We've got some mist and it's not some yeah. You got that mist? Yeah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, this weren't here earlier. It was it weren't like that. You got that thin mist now. There were some weird looking things as well, like weird streaks earlier. I don't know what's natural and what ain't, to be honest. But yeah, I just went out earlier because it was like one of the first days that the sun was actually out. And yeah, I was just in nature, like doing like breath work and stuff. I was like hanging from a rope swing and just breathing in the sun and meditating, watching my thoughts. And yeah, the health of nature is so undeniable. Like I come out the other end of it feeling so like rejuvenated and energized. So just remember that. Just yeah, please research on YouTube the indoor generation. It goes into depth of what I'm talking about here. And yeah, basically we're disconnected from like our natural like circadian rhythm type thing, because we're like in like such an artificial environment, especially if you work like night shift in a warehouse or something like that with like LEDs. And like, I used to work night shift in a Tesco warehouse. I was literally in a massive freezer that was a warehouse. I was in a freezer, and I've got like a robot strapped to my arm with a headset on. I'm talking to a robot scanning barcodes inside a freezer surrounded by LEDs and like coming from the freezers and that, with all these like miserable wage slaves around me who don't have nothing else other than righteously like doing their job, where it's like people were like forced into like wage slavery and it becomes their only like, so they take their job proper serious, like they get like a kick out of their ego of being some authority. Like I used to be a bin man and like I was with this other bin man and he used to take his job so seriously, like this bin looks suspicious, right? And like it's like he was like he got a kick out of it because it's like all he had. I don't know, it's like, bro, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna do a job, you better do a good job, I guess. But it's just like these wage slaves, like who just like hate that they're a wage slave. Basically, I'm in like a night shift warehouse of LEDs and freezers, and I'm just getting bullied by people who hate their lives because they're trapped in a job that they hate for years now. 40 years old, working in a warehouse on like £10 an hour, just like bullying people because they're so fucked off in their situation. Like, hurt people. But yeah, it's literally like you get into these warehouse jobs of wage slavery, and it's so tight. And it's so like dehumanizing that everybody in that environment is like automatically pissed off because it's such an unnatural environment. A night shift warehouse with the radio on and now obviously, come on, dance to Illuminati. Come on, you know you want to move your body. Dance to Illuminati. They got playing on the speakers. Brainwashing ya, forcing the frequencies on ya. It's a sensory deprivation operation, dare I say, using advanced technology to take the people's taste buds away. I know it sounds crazy, that's just why it flies, but soon those wings will get clipped as we rip your disguise. Like a Scooby-Doo, tell me who are you with that fake-ass flu, programmable glue. Basically, it's they convince you that artificial scarcity is valid, and basically they want you in the jobs that you end up in because they're filling you with nanotechnology, and it's like a grid from bird's eye view that they're looking at from the satellites, and they're like, right, how do we keep everybody indoors for 8 hours a day while we spray the skies? You need money to live, so the only way to earn money is to work. Obviously, you need to work because money. So you need to spend 8-9 hours a day inside a metal tin with these buzzes, frequencies, energy, aura attacks that basically make it impossible to wake up because you're just surrounded by chaos. And that is what it's like a low vibration mandate, basically. That was a hella rant. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, I just fucking went out, and like the polar opposite of that, where they don't want you, because they don't want you to be healthy, because they want you to be enslaved to the fake medical system and the sickness industry, etc. Big pharma, big food, big media, it's all interconnected. It's a military, industrial / pharmaceutical and agricultural global complex that has taken control because we are letting them. And yeah, I was just out in nature in the sun. Yeah, look at that. Yo, look at that streak. You see? Do you see that? That's what I mean. I don't even know where they come from. Like, they're like, even if there's not even that planes, there's still just like mysterious, like some of these clouds have like, they're like double layered, where like there's like a dark cloud behind a light cloud. But there's like 10 of them like in a line, like loads of like sausage clouds that like seem to be like rippling with some frequency. Yeah, I don't understand that. That looks very strange. I don't get where it comes from. Like, that ain't even a normal chemtrail, it's just like a really thick line in the sky. I haven't even seen much being sprayed today, but there was a shit ton yesterday. Like, even if they don't spray right now, it still comes from somewhere. Research HAARP. There's one in North Wales. Cheers, Mr. Traumatic. But yeah, I was just in nature, in the sun, before the fucking geoengineering come out. I was like, yeah, it's basically, so to get back into rhythm of the natural circadian rhythm, is you need to hang around nature, because yeah, if you research the indoor generation, it goes into depth of how we've disconnected ourselves from the natural cycles of Earth, because we're like indoors and isolated, and we don't even like touch the Earth anymore because we've like severed our connection by putting all this like fake ground down, where we don't even like get the magneticness from the Earth because we're wearing like plastic shoes all the time, and we've got like artificial concrete floors separating us from, like, if you walk on the beach or if you go in the water and if you connect your feet with the grass, there's like a natural like vibration and connection that we're designed, like our feet are designed to connect with the Earth. But this culture is so brainwashed that people are shocked if they see somebody barefoot, but they're not shocked when they spray the skies. It's like completely backwards. It's just programs, and it's designed to get into you. So like what it is like, yeah, before I woke up, I was actually perpetuating propaganda that I was indoctrinated into. So I would actually push the propaganda myself because it was on my home page on my phone, and I would just like go with the status quo narrative because everyone just kind of does that. So it's like you have people like defending beliefs that aren't even theirs. They were just like given to them on the home page of the app, and like it's made, like it's skewed like that. Like even Twitter these days, or X, like there's literally bots that share political views just to skew the votes. It's like there seems to be loads of people supporting this or that party, but they're not even real accounts. They're just like, it's literally not real. Like the dead internet theory, check that. And yeah, social media deliver propaganda to the palm of your hand. But yeah, basically, because they got you in this night shift warehouse LED freezer fucking gang stalking matrix attack, what you got to do is what I just did, and yeah, get in the sun, get breathing, get meditating. I was like hanging around this rope swing, fucking just like meditating and fucking singing lyrics and shit. And what I noticed is like after like an hour of just like meditating, breathing, and like you can meditate like with trees and stuff as well. Like you just look at the tree and you just like feel its energy just by looking at it and stuff, and like that's it. And then like after like an hour, you feel yourself becoming one with the natural environment, and like there's like it's like you reconnect with nature, and like you can feel it. It's like in your body and in your spirit. It's like when you hang around nature for a long enough time, you can feel yourself like get in sync with nature. That's how it feels. Yeah, it's like it's healthy, because you're breathing and you're walking amongst the trees, and you're out in the sun, you're watching the birds, and obviously the birds are flying at the time of day that's appropriate for them, and the rabbits are out when they're out, and the hedgehogs don't come out at night, and so don't come out until night. So what I mean is like your body and your DNA like naturally obviously has evolved in this environment for like fucking like forever. So when you like immerse yourself in the natural world, you like, it just it's like a clock. Yeah, it's like you have like a natural clock, like circadian rhythm. Yo Ryan, what you saying, bro? I'm gonna get back to you. Sorry, I've got a lot of people on my to-do list of I've just been spiraling, but I got some I need to fucking listen to some of your shit and give you a reply. Just try to get off this phone half the time, but check this live back if you want. I'm probably gonna end it soon, but the last like 10 minutes I think I did like a pretty good talk about how they disconnect you from nature. I just spent today, like, I mean, before this, yeah, like this very strange, you see that line there, it's a very weird looking chemtrail, but I was like, I spent, what were we talking about? I was just bringing some good vibes, and I was saying, yeah, I was just out in the sun for like a good hour, fucking, like, I was like, just getting the sun, because it was like one of the first days it was out today, just breathing and meditating, and like I was like hanging off of this like rope swing and shit. And like all I'm saying is that like when you spend time in nature, you feel the natural like clock and the flow of nature, and it feels healthy. Where like the polar opposite of that is like working in like a night shift warehouse surrounded by LEDs, radios, and freezers. Like I used to work night shift at a Tesco warehouse where I got like a robot connected to the internet on my arm, like strapped to my arm with a headset. I'm talking to a fucking robot who don't even know what I'm saying half the time. I'm scanning barcodes in a grid of cages in a freezer with the radio going, come on, dance to Illuminati, come on, you know you want to move your body. We got Inspector Veg in here and Ryan Sanders, please. But yeah, that's so I'm just saying, like, Babylon is trying to get you in like a night shift warehouse, and it messes up your like circadian rhythm and your natural clock. So I just spent today, like, because the sun was out, which is quite rare before the geoengineering. Yeah, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, look at that, bro. There's a massive... That's how you know it ain't real. Look, there's a fucking circle around... I don't know. Maybe I'm scatting, bro. There's literally a circle around the sun right now. Like an illuminated, like, reflection, like a CD. There's, like, literally, like... I can see it right now. My other camera's fucked. Yeah, you're right. No, Veg, I hear you, bro. Yeah, you're right. You are right, to an extent. Recently I realized that I was the problem a lot more. Trust me. I've been after weed for a minute, and yeah, basically to change the world we have to change ourselves type vibe. But yeah, I do hear you, Veg, but at the same time it depends, bro, because I don't know how awake people who claim to be awake are. And that you are right, that is an excuse. Get in there. Look, you said get in there and make some pee. Veg, come on, bro, what do you mean get in there? Get in where? Babylon? Make some pee? Pee is Babylon. Babylon forces you to enforce Babylon. That is what it does. It turns you into a gang stalker against your will because you are forced to in survival. You can still avoid with all that going on. I have exercised today, yeah. I was out in... That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm talking on this live. I was out in nature for a good hour, getting the sun before this geoengineering come out. Yeah, I have. I was in the sun. I was like swinging off a rope, swinging that. I went for a big run. And yeah... This live, if you look back at it, the reason I'm talking about the warehouse and stuff is I'm contrasting being in nature and exercising and breathing and meditating with the trees and that. I'm contrasting that with a night shift warehouse with LEDs, freezers, barcodes, Wi-Fi. You see what I mean? There's two polar opposites, and you look stressed. It's probably the fucking coffee. I look stressed because I'm like in and out of psychosis, and I'm like a new person every day, and I just talk differently every day. I don't know if I'm stressed, bro. Yeah, it's probably this like caffeine frying my adrenal. Yeah, fuck the night shift. I was doing the night shift, bro. But yeah, I hear you, Veg. Thank you very much for your feedback and stuff. I'm getting there. Also, let me get rid of this EMF frequency right now. So you shouldn't even hold the phone like that. Exactly. You're drinking. Do a day job. Yeah, I will. But those day jobs are like literally designed to keep you asleep. It's spiritual warfare. You are right. I will get I'm figuring it out. I'm waking up. Basically, I had to overcome my mental health first. Where what I've come to realize is if I can like get my head screwed on, that is the only thing that is actually letting me progress in my life. Is I was actually just like fucked in the head, and as addicted to weed and stuff. I've been feeling better some recent days, but until I get this right, I literally stopped moving, bro. You can't do fuck all without money. Yeah, but that's the Matrix. You are right. Yeah, you are right. But like, we're all working for this money and it means nothing. How about we come out our efforts and try and build something? I hear what you're saying, Veg, but you're like, oh, get a job. Like, all right, I can do that. And look, I'll have to get a better job. But the thing is, like, these jobs, you get a job and you're surrounded by bullying gang stalkers who are like, I had a job and they all fucking gaslit me to get an injection, bro. That's why I stopped going in there. You're right, yeah. And I'm getting a routine more now. But yeah, basically what I've realized, for me, is grace. Like, do you ever feel like you've been touched by grace, so to speak, where it's like, For me, I can't seem to deny the Most High in a way where I keep getting too many signs from the universe. And for me, what it is like the present moment transcends everything. The past doesn't exist. The past is just a figment of my imagination if I ground myself in the actuality of the present moment. And in the present moment, it's, I don't know, I just, you should check out a song called Change Ourselves by Presence Music. And it just says to change the world, we have to change ourselves. And I realized that I was creating a lot of my own problems because I was kind of blind in a way, but also because I was kind of devilish where like, get out of your head. Yeah, I mean, sure. Everything's in your head though. Like, I get you. But all I'm saying is I feel like I'm on a upward trajectory a bit because basically you just have to wake the fuck up. That is like the main thing. Like, I'm here telling everyone to wake up, but I need to heed my own message. Fucking, I'm sharing all this music, trying to get everyone else to listen to it, like this mass awakening music, but I'm actually supposed to listen to it myself. So you have to be out your head from 9 to 5. When you're at work, you have to be in the moment doing what you're being paid to do. Yeah, and that's exactly where they want you, bruv. Don't you see? Don't you see that? That's why you keep your head down, grazing in the grass. Before you know it, now you're in a whole nother pasture. That's what it is. Everyone's thinking about their task, but when I'm in there, I'm thinking about the fucking astral, and that is why they want me in that job, so that I'm not thinking about the astral. You know what I mean? That is exactly how they keep you asleep. You don't need to go to work because you need money. You need to go to work because they want to keep you energetically asleep and locked down in an artificial environment. You'll say, oh, you're blaming the environment. That's an excuse. I understand that, but no, I'm blaming the environment because that's what it is, bro. It's like, I'm fucking surrounded by Illuminati radio, bro. I'm surrounded by gang stalkers trying to fucking feed me poison and that, bro. It's literally next level black magic, spiritual warfare, sacred symbolism. Loads of people are at job with good mental health. Yeah, because they're fucking brain dead. That's fucking why. They got good mental health and they're sipping the Kool-Aid and they're giving the Kool-Aid to their kids. Stop talking. Yeah, look, bro, you're talking to me as if I am who I was. I do hear you. And thank you for your advice. I'm waking up. But the thing is, the reason, like, yeah, stop talking. You know, but look, no, I've got mates. What do you mean? Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you got mates, yeah, and maybe they're not as awake as you think. Tell me I'm dreaming. This can't be real. No one even knows that they're asleep. Write some goals, yeah. Thank you. I'm doing that. Thank you, and I'm getting on it. You are very much correct. You are correct. And hit the goals, yeah. But part of this is my goal as well, to an extent. I do get you. A lot of people don't understand my vision. What are your goals? Yeah, good point. One sec. Well, my main goal is to, like, when like all you've known is depression, like your goal is to just like escape the suffering to an extent. So that's the beginning. Is like get out of the spiral realm. To heal like the psychosis basically, and do what you do. Is like I get you. Keep your feet on the ground, and I got locked and lost in my mind. So you are right. I do hear you. My goal is to like come back down to earth, kind of, and heal from the fucking spiritual psychosis. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I look back at videos like of me a year ago, and I see my errors, man. Trust me. I see how I was very blind back in the day. But like the nature of being blind is like you don't know that you're blind while you're blind. What can you do about that? Like my goal is to first like actually cure my blindness. But yeah, you're right. It's stuff that I'm working on. I'm working on. My goal is to just like become like healthy and like not like hanging by a thread because I've been like basically like nearly fucking suicidal for months. My goal is to like be a healthy human, and that's it. Just do good around me. Stop sinning, to treat people how I want to be treated, and to stop being a devil. That's my goal. My goal is to like get a healthy equilibrium and stop like being so poor that I can't even eat because I'm not going to work because they're gang stalking me. Stuff like that. That's my goal. My goal is detox, health, do good things for the people around me to help them, because a lot of people are struggling around me, and I can be the change that I want to see a lot more than I am. Yeah, to stop my ear from being blocked, so I stop sniffling like this. Another goal is to have a new activation. My goal is to spring into action, because I got to get out of here, bro. Yeah. So what's your goal? To inhale nanotechnology. That's my fucking goal, because it's going to happen whether I fucking like it or not. But to change the world, we've got to change ourselves. He's still in here. He's gone now. Who's in the chat? I'm going to go inside, I think. But yeah, it's my goal is, in a way, to keep on strengthening my connection to God, because I understand that what goes around comes around now. I discovered and I found karma recently, and I'm having downloads and enlightenments and synchronicities, and I understand that. I'm starting to understand natural law, and I'm understanding my power as a sovereign entity, and that I'm learning so much new stuff that there's new possibilities, that like magic and stuff, protection spells, gnosis. I've been getting a lot of gnosis, researching new information, learning so much. My goal is to integrate a lot that I've learned. Also, here's a new goal. Get this. So this is something I'm going to announce. So in collaboration with the CRC and the Conscious Rapper community, me, who right now I'm called OXSN, OXSN, but I'm not going to have that name for much longer. I may change temporarily to Mr. Mass Awakening. So Mr. Mass Awakening, in collaboration with the CRC, the Conscious Rapper community, very soon, I'm going to drop something new, which is called the CCFF, which is the Conscious Community Feedback Forum. That's right, where fans of the Conscious Rapper community and like-minded artists like Sounds of Avalon, Mr. Traumatic, Payday Monsanto, etc., spiritual teachings even, it's not just the music, it's the Conscious Community Feedback Forum. I have criticisms and feedback I would like to give my favorite public intellectuals and conscious rap artists and conscious music artists. I have studied their work through and through and through very passionately for a very long time, and I have insights that I believe that they could benefit from. So in the Conscious Community Feedback Forum, we are all going to get together, and we are going to create separate group chats and discussion tabs to talk about our favorite artist, so we can speak about Mr. Traumatic, and we can give him feedback, and we can evaluate and contemplate and contrast his work and his art with other people's art and work, and we can compare them. For example, Mr. Traumatic says, I don't worship gods, I'm not a Luciferian. And he says, I'm not religious, I'm not praying to the demiurge. I read all the Gnostic scriptures, every verse. I'm very curious to see what Mr. Nature has to say about that, because Mr. Nature told me to worship God, and Mr. Traumatic's like, I don't worship gods. So what's that? I would like to, for example, I asked K Reno, who's a conscious rapper, if he likes psychedelics, and I screen recorded his reply to that on his live stream, and I uploaded it. So that will be on the Conscious Community Feedback Forum, and there's exclusive content on there, you see. So I made a video years ago called How Mr. Traumatic Saved My Life. That will be on there. And then I'll create updates, and it's going to be like a whole I'm going to make a Discord for this. Trust me, this is going to be so cool. And there's going to be a podcast. So yeah, K Reno said he doesn't fuck with psychedelics. So we got a conscious rapper who seeks truth who don't fuck with psychedelics. And then there's conscious rappers who seek truth who do fuck with psychedelics. Like Mr. Traumatic. And then Payday Monsanto doesn't seem to really fuck with psychedelics, but he does fuck with weed. So it's about contrasting the different perspectives of artists and bringing it all together on the forum so we can discuss. For example, Leo Gura of actualize.org, he's a public intellectual who I've been watching for a very long time. And at the end of this, I'll play a voice note actually, which is a bit of a preview of what I mean, where, for example, Leo Gura released a video called The Sneaky Psychology of Conspiracy Theories, and he's kind of setting out to debunk these conspiracy theorists. And I've listened to that talk many, many times and contemplated it and contrasted it with other talks that I've heard. Some people with like an opposite bias to Leo. And that's it. It's just I want to make a discussion forum where this conscious rapper community that seeks truth and gnosis just contrast like what does Alan Watts say versus what Ram Dass says versus what Leo Gura says versus what Mr. Traumatic versus what Payday Monsanto says. Where do they each fall short? What piece of the puzzle am I missing? And what piece of the puzzle are other people missing? Where each one of us has a piece of the puzzle, where each one of us have clocked things, but not every one of us has clocked everything. Where people who have awakened to AI have not awoke to psychedelics, and people who have awoke to psychedelics have not awoke to AI. So we're going to pull them both up and tell them about each other. I like to be like an interconnector of the community behind the scenes, where like I need everybody to know about everybody else because we're all seeking truth ultimately. And I can't imagine how some of these people don't know some of the people that I know. I feel like they need to know each other. And I've already made a lot of those connections. One other thing is like, for example, like a music artist called Elias Clay, who's made a song with Payday Monsanto years ago. I asked Elias Clay how Payday Monsanto is doing today, and she says that he might be struggling with alcohol and she didn't have some super epic encounters with him. So it's interesting, like on this forum we can contemplate and share and contrast and dovetails so much of the conscious community, and it will help everybody discover, and it will also be hello. Sorry, I fucking died. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, just as the conscious rapper community serves as like a interconnected rabbit hole gateway for discovering like-minded content, this will also be just that. And they're both working together because I'm already with this conscious rapper community. They're my boys. Thank you. I love all of them. And I made them a music video. So check out Conscious Rapper Community on YouTube because I made them a music video. But yeah, if you check out the Conscious Rapper Community on YouTube and SoundCloud, there's loads of playlists that I made, and it's to help you discover. For example, we got playlist about every single rap song that I could find that talks about psychedelics. We got that on SoundCloud, so go check that. If you're looking for music that talks about psychedelics, head over to the Conscious Rapper Community on SoundCloud for a discovery rabbit hole gateway. And same with the CCFF, Conscious Rapper Conscious Community Feedback Forum. Coming very soon. Hashtag OXSN. Bless.